Workout, we're going to do a Tabata workout, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We're going to go for 30 minutes. We're going to do 3 exercises. Those 3 exercises will be 40 seconds of jump rope, 20 seconds of rest, and or transition to the next exercise, which will be rope for 40 seconds, and then 20 seconds of transition to punch and bob for 40 seconds. And then we'll repeat that for a total of 30 minutes. So hopefully you enjoyed today's workout. We'll get into the faith and family and friends as soon as the workout is done. We'll see you in a second. Here we go.
Rest for 20 seconds.
Alright, so next one's going to be ropes. When you get tired, so do single ropes if you can. If you don't have ropes, grab some weights and just do some punches. When you get tired, slam it if you have ropes. If you don't have ropes, all you need is some weights and just shuffle them in front of you. 5-pound weights.
Rest for 20 seconds.
High cardio today. Seconds. Now we're not focusing on trying to kill Bob. We just want to box.
Rest for 20 seconds.
Back to jump rope.
Rest for 20 seconds.
Today's workout's cardio and stamina. Of the upper body.
Rest for 20 seconds.
If you don't have rope, just grab 5-pound weights or 10 and just do this. Here we go. I'm gonna focus on the bottom. Switch hands. Switch hands.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Back to jump rope. 2 rounds down. Many more to go. Here we go.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Amazing upper body workout and cardio.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Heart rate's up nice and high.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Easy day. 8 minutes down. 8.5 or 9. Here goes single leg. Halfway.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds. Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Embrace the pain. When the pain kicks in, what do people do? Quit! Not today. Here we go, focus on the head. Switch hands. Here we go. 6.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Single leg. When you hit a halfway jingle, switch legs. Hurts my right knee really bad. So, going back to both knees, both feet.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds. Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
I think the hardest one for me is the ropes. Something I don't normally do, but if you always do what you always done, you always get what you always got. Do something different.
Rest for 20 seconds.
Workout's halfway done.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Here we go, butterflies.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Easy day. Not really. Switch hands. Yes, I'm left-handed.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Couple more rounds. Here we go. Trying to be like Rocky.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Raise it up as high as you can. Slam it.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Nice and tired. Fatigued. Triple shot. Jab, punch, punch.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds. Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Here we go.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Focus on the body here. Head and neck. So when you get tired, your hands drop.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds. Rest. Rest for 20 seconds. Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Hey, Bob, baby. Talking to me. Yo, Adrian. Talking to me. Hopefully you enjoy this workout. We're almost done. One more round after this.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Here we go. Nice and fatigued. Next round. Last round. Here we go.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Here we go.
Rest. Rest for 20 seconds.
Last one. Back fist.
Rest. Restful 20 seconds.
That's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the workout. Three exercises. I can't even get my third finger up. 3 exercises. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Tabata workout. Tabata basically means, if you didn't catch it in the beginning, I'll tell you at the end, you're resting half the time that you're working. So if you work out for 1 minute, you rest for 30 seconds. For this part, we did 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. And we did 3 exercises. We did jump ropes, we did ropes, and then we did beat the hell out of
Rest.
Bob.
Rest for 20 seconds.
And so we beat the hell out of Bob, and then we did that until 30 minutes was up. Amazing workout, smoke check. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll get into the message in a second. So Proverbs 24 today is talking about somewhere around verse 21, 22. In a moment's notice, life as you know it can be turned upside down. And so I called my buddy this morning, really close friend of mine. He served in the Marines. Him and I did some fitness things together. An amazing man of God. And when I called him, I called him FaceTime because I like to talk face to face if I can at times. And noticeably, immediately he was upset. And come to find out that his life, the scripture that we just talked about, just got turned upside down. His son, not sure his age, but maybe around 6, he just got diagnosed with cancer. And immediately it reminded me of the story of when my daughter had a really bad liver infection to the point where her liver swelled up to the point where she should have passed away, because that's how big it got. That's what the doctors told us later. So I remember when the doctor told us about my daughter, and because we took her to the emergency room took her to put her in a room, and then next thing you know, we're in ICU. And when we initially heard the diagnosis for my daughter, you cry and you let fear tries to grip you. And so I would like to encourage you today that what I did many, many years ago when my daughter got sick is I switched my fear back into faith. You have a choice when bad things come your way to either sit back and accept it, or at least press forward and try to rebuke it. So my wife and I started praying over my daughter, laying hands on her, believing God He will supernaturally heal her and that she would not die. We invited pastors from church to come pray over her in ICU. She was in ICU for 5 days. And I can honestly tell you, if it wasn't for my faith, not only would my life had turned upside down that day, like the scripture's talking about in Proverbs 24, verse 21 to 22, but I would probably be telling you a different story today, or not telling you a story at all, because I honestly believe if I didn't switch my fear to faith, we would have probably lost our daughter that day. So I told my buddy that story, and I want to encourage you and tell you this story, that when life happens, because it will, in a negative, take your fear and switch it back to faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for in the evidence of things not seen. It's easy to say what life is. Life is brutal. It will chew you up and spit you out. Or you can speak those things that be not as though they were, and they can manifest in your life. Yeah, but what if they don't? So what if they do? What if you try and it doesn't work? Well, at least you freaking tried. You can't not try and then say, I wish I would have. Because if I would have wished I would have had faith, then my daughter would probably be dead. And by the grace of God, I believe that He heard our prayers and He healed our daughter. So if you're out there and you're struggling and you're going through a hard time, switch your freaking fear to faith. You have nothing to lose up to this point. So do not let the enemy take your family and your friends. You stand, you fight, you keep praying, you keep believing, and regardless if it comes to pass or not, at least you can walk away and say, you know something, I gave it my best shot. Maybe God had another plan. But you never know. That miracle, that person that is not supposed to wake up, is not supposed to walk again, is not supposed to talk again. By God's grace, He can extend that life, heal that issue, fix the broken. All it takes is a little faith. If you don't walk in faith, you walk in fear. And if you walk in fear, you will probably fail. Be encouraged. You have the ability to change your current circumstances. It happened for me. It can happen for you. Segue into family and friends. If you love your family and your friends, you will switch your fear to faith. God bless anyone out there that's struggling, going through hard times. Come on, push through the pain. Push through the pain. You can do this. If you take your foot off the gas pedal, you quit praying, your vehicle, your car, your life will eventually come to a stop before it has to. So keep on keeping on. God bless, simplify, and I pray and I agree with you for healing and restoration for your family and friends.